What's up, my bangin' badoofs? How you doing today? It's Chris here, and today I've got a story for you. Well, I got two things. After three things for you, actually. Well, no, two things, maybe. All right. So first of all, I feel like I didn't give people I didn't give the engineers a good enough chance. Okay, people keep saying that Chris, you're using the engineers wrong. They don't really suck that bad. Like, do they really need to get buffed? Maybe a little bit, but they're not as bad as you say. They don't really suck. You're just not using them right. So I'm gonna give him a better chance. I'm gonna try and use engineers only, like nothing else besides engineers. Well, no, that's not true. I'm gonna use something for camo detection. So I'm gonna pop my boat in here for extra camo detection if I need it, and then I'm gonna get you know what? Let's do the mortar instead. Just full out camo detection. We'll get the banana farm in here, and then as our bonus, we get the I'll take it, the buccaneer. I like it. I like it a lot. I really. The biggest weakness in the engineer is definitely the camo detection part. So I'm just gonna focus on using engineers, but I'm not gonna solo the engineers. Okay, I just can't do it. It breaks my heart to say that, but I don't think I can manage it. If I lose all my games while playing with the engineers, while trying to make them seem like a decent tower, people are just gonna make fun of me and say, Chris, it's not that the engineers are bad, you just suck with them. So I want to give him at least a reasonable chance by using another supporting good tower here to make him better. So it was like perfect timing to have that little lag right there. It's going to allow me to, so it looks like definitely, dude, pops exactly 3 balloons per shot. That's nice to know. I didn't know that off the top of my head, so that's kind of cool. Now the next thing I want to talk about is actually about the time that I quote-unquote punched somebody. Alright? So you guys have probably heard that I've never been in a fight. I'm not somebody who normally just goes around and gets in fight with people. I'm a pretty chill guy overall. I got bullied my life, so I wouldn't want to go out and try and bully somebody else or beat somebody else up or something like that. So I don't just go around punching people, okay? So why would I say that I punched somebody? And why did I say supposedly or quote unquote or something? I don't know what I said. I didn't actually punch this guy, but he said that I punched him. So let's start back in, at the very beginning here. My grandma got me this really cool light-up United States of America red, white, and blue, pen. It was kind of big and plasticky, like, it wasn't like the size of a regular pen. It was pretty big, and this was back in the day. This was about, I was in 5th grade. I told you in 5th grade, 10, 11, something like that. It was a pretty long time ago, so the pens obviously didn't have these, these days you can easily have better technology inside of pens to make them light up a little better. Back then, it was a really interesting thing for a lot of people. Nobody saw light up pens before. It just didn't really exist. So, anyways, I'm just realizing this guy is doing the same thing I'm doing by not building very much defense and just surviving. So we're going to make him at least buy something. A little bit up in here. And then if I'm going to do something, I'm probably going to get my sentry guns up first. That's usually my main goal, get sentry guns going first. Then I buy the 9-inch nails when I really need, that extra popping power. But it looks like we're both going to go for a crazy amount of banana farms up in here. He's only going to be able to fit 3 down there. Same as us. And, I don't know, this is going to be intriguing. I think I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go for a sentry gun for both of these guys. And like I said, I want to, at the very least, have some decent balloon popping power in here if he does decide to do some yellow rushes or something. So let's do our own yellow rush. We're going to go for regen white, full-on yellow rush. So wait just a few more seconds. Bam, regen white, full-out yellows. Let's see what he does against this thing. Hopefully we can cause a battle energy or cause some damage or cause something. He's going to battle energy for sure, but I'm going to keep on flowing with these yellows. He's got to pop something else down or else he's going to get destroyed right now. Pops a wizard down to defend, but we're still overwhelming this guy. We get a good amount of income and we cause a ton of damage on top of a battle energy being used up. I'd say that was definitely a worth right there. Worth. So anyways, this pen was freaking awesome, dude. I was showing it off to all my friends, and I actually had a decent amount of friends at that point in my life, and in 5th grade, I had a good amount of friends. So I'm actually going to go for a 3rd tier thing already. So let's go. Let's get it. Pop my mortar in here. Like I said, I want to get my mortar up. I think he's going to be the main man to defend up in here. But I'm not going to get a left-sided and a right-sided. I'm only going to get one right-sided for my camo detection. So I got him kind of I'm going to keep him right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a couple more engineers in here, kind of all over the place. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do 7. Get my camo detection up in here. And basically, the reason why I get so many of these guys up to 0-0 first is because, first of all, they got a decent amount of pop power. Second of all, I can get a bunch of 9-inch nails instead of sentry guns really quickly, just to pop through a lot of Bloons. And third of all, it's easier to fit them if there's not billions of sentry guns all over the place. I think that makes sense. So, what he's doing right now is something obviously quite idiotic. He's sending out a bunch of camo reds and camo blues, but I obviously have my mortar up here, which is easily defending. So I don't know what the heck he was thinking. But I'm going to pop some extra sentry gun action in here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. See how easy we can spam these guys? And with this spammage, it actually becomes a little bit easier to defend, surprisingly. So I kind of want him to rush me, but I don't know, dude. I obviously have a really solid defense. I think I'm going to go for a quick zebra rush against this guy. You know, we already have him down to 62 lives, so let's keep him busy. Let's go for some big bad zebras! Alright, so 1 wizard, 2 buccaneers. Will he be able to defend this thing? He gets a destroyer up too. He's got a battle energy on top of this thing. And we force a battle energy and 2 destroyers. And he will defend. Alright, good for you, little buddy. He's got a good amount of banana farms and everything. It's a pretty even game so far, though, to be completely honest. I got a good defense. Alright, he's got a decent defense, but I wouldn't exactly call it good. I think a 1 Moab plus some regen leads is going to definitely cause some problems for him. So we have to be sort of aggressive here before he gets his 4th tier up. So let's go for it. So we got this. We got some regen leads underneath this thing. And again, kind of hoping that he's going to go for a 4th tier banana farm, kind of in a stupid way, like right now. And I'm actually going to save up for my own 4th tier banana farm right now, because he's being super duper defensive. And if this doesn't take him down, so he's going to get a oh crap! So he gets a fire mage, and that is the 3rd battle energy gone already. So this is a weird scenario, guys. So I want to do a BFB rush, but he can easily do a 2-4 buccaneer to insta kill it, right? That's the scary part about doing a BFB. He doesn't seem skilled enough to do that, but it's definitely a possibility. So I'm really kind of afraid to do a BFB rush. It looks like he knows what's up. He knows the BFB is probably going to happen here. So we're going to go for our 4th tier banana farm. Got 4-2 already. Decent defense, but still not all that good against, you know, BFBs and things higher than that. I'm going to pop this guy in here. Bam, bam. A couple more engineers in. Bunch of 0-0s to start. Again, it's easy to upgrade those guys. Hard to fit them in there once there's already sentry guns on the screen, though. More of these guys. And he doesn't have a 4th tier banana farm yet, which is kind of weird. I think the best thing for me to do is honestly just wait for group BFBs and send out like 2 or 3 of those guys. And he's gonna have a really, really hard time defending. We will also have a pretty darn hard time defending, but I think what I can do is I'm actually going to pop 1 more mortar in here. I know I said I didn't really want to focus on the mortars, but I think a big one is probably the only way that I can actually defend the group balloons instead of the BFB or something like that. So I'm just going to leave that as an option for myself. Just leave it as a 0-0 down there. If things really hit the fan, you know, if poop hits the fan and sprays all over our faces and gets us different herpes viruses and stuff like that, then we got to be prepared for that, okay? So basically what we're going to do, we're going to try and catch this guy with his pants down right now. So he actually does not sell his banana farms to go for a 4-2 over here. This is a really interesting play for this guy. Very defensive the entire day. I'm going to go for it though. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and see what he does against this thing. He could try and insta-kill all of them. Definitely quite possible. I think the biggest problem for him is going to be getting, you know, I think he's going to try and not sell the banana farms. He's going to be that greedy kind of guy that does not want to sell these things, and that's what's going to end up causing him a lot of problems. What is he going to buy with all this money? He's got a ton, $25,000 saved up over there. What is he going to do with it all? Come on. Do something with it. He's upgrading everything so slow, and the Bloons are just about to sneak through already. He gets a Phoenix up. I'm going to go for another BFB. It looks like it's not going to be enough, man. There's just too many Bloons on the screen. He doesn't get enough stuff high enough, and he still hasn't even sold his last banana farm yet. And he will be taken down by that silly little BFB rush right there. He should have been able to defend that, but until the micro is just nowhere near where it should have been playing the Ceramic Crucible, guys. But I guess maybe I'm just, maybe I'm too good for the Ceramic Crucible. Maybe I should be playing the higher level arenas, the Moab Pits and the BFB Coliseums and stuff. I don't know, it makes sense. It's legit. But, yeah. So anyways, let's go back to the story here, guys. I'm in 5th grade. Just got this really cool United States of America pen. I bring it in to show off to all my friends. I'm showing it off to my friends at my table. Basically, we had when I went to school, we had groups. We had groups of 4 kids, and there'd be like 4 kids at our like table. So, we're going to do the same exact strategy, by the way. We're going to do engineer, this guy, and then I think border's again the best thing for us. This is a nice long map again, though, which is kind of interesting. I mean, Wizards is our last tower. Probably not going to use them all that much, but at least... Oh, never mind. Not playing that map. We get Patch, another pretty darn long map. With another pretty decent mortar level. It's pretty cool. And we get cannons as well, which is another great group balloon popping power tower, which, you know, it's going to kind of be really, really helpful if the engineers really can't defend a gigantic group regen Rainbow Rush or whatever. Excuse me. Got some gas coming in from somewhere, man. I'm just burping it up. I feel like the Exorcist right now, but just for gas. So, of course, Banana Farm start. Pop that thing in there. There it is. Let's get that upgrade. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I'm showing this thing off to all my friends, and then basically this kid that his name was Evan, by the way. And if this kid ever watched this video, I'm gonna feel a little bad because he turned out to be not be a terrible kid. But at that point in life, I really hated him. All right, I didn't like him for a really long time. It's one of those kids that, like, in the end, he ended up being sort of a loser, I guess, maybe a little bit. But like, I was probably a bigger loser, to be completely honest, so whatever. But he really didn't have all that many friends or anything like that, so I kind of felt bad for him, even though I was probably in even a worse scenario than him in high school. So what's going on right now? We get another player who's just kind of taking advantage of the fact that I'm not rushing. You know, these people are just too greedy, man. I'm greedy, and these people are being even greedier than I am. I'm not even doing anything about it, you know? They're just like, well, I'm just gonna do my thing. So we got a bunch of pink balloons coming in here. We're gonna do a 60 lives damage or something like that. He's popping a ninja and a wizard combo, which is not working out for him at all. So he ends up taking my pen, all right, and he just wanted to see it, and I was letting him see it and whatnot. I was letting everybody see it. If they wanted to touch it or play with it or whatever, or write with it, it was just cool. I know, back in the day when pens were the coolest thing ever. Did I mention that it lit up? If I didn't, man, it lit up like awesome. It was like red and blue, and it was like all these different colors and everything. It's really cool. Santiago was pretty angry at us, obviously. He's just going to disconnect. He's like, 70 lives down already. Can't win the game. And he just gives up. So we're going to have to play at least one more for you guys and finish off this story. So he takes the pen away from me, and he's, he's playing with it and everything. And then, after a little while, I'm like, okay, give it back. It's my pen. Like, I want it back. You're having too much fun with it. I'm like, no, just give it back. Come on, man, just give it back. So keep in mind that I'm in 5th grade. I'm this tiny little kid. I'm 70 pounds, 65 pounds, or something like that. I'm this tiny little kid. Everybody else. I was the shortest kid in my grade. I was pretty much the shortest kid in the school from like, starting in like 3rd grade. As far as I can remember, like 3rd or 4th grade, I remember being really, really small. All the way up until 8th grade, I was very, very short and very, very tiny. So got into high school, I was still pretty darn tiny. But as throughout high school, I actually got pretty reasonably tall. I'm about 6 feet now, a little bit shorter than 6 feet. So, it took a little while to get there, but eventually I became the normal size of regular human beings. But I was just a small little kid that I should not have been a very big threat to him, right? He was a sort of bigger, chunkier kid, I suppose. And he took my pen. So I'm like, all right, dude, just give me back the pen. So at this point, he's kind of like holding it like a little bit further away from me, like on the other side of him. So I have to like get through him to get to my pen. So I go and I try and grab it. I try and grab the pen from him, and he's like kind of just like waving it around, so I can't get to it. So I try and reach for the pen. And of course, when you reach for a pen, guess what happens, guys? Your hand turns into a fist, right? So I swear to God, I did not punch this kid. I promise you, I did not punch him. I've never punched anybody in my entire life, and even as a kid, I would not want to punch somebody. It just wasn't in my nature to do something like that. But of course, he thought that I punched him when he had my pen. So what did he do? He just raised his hand, and the teacher walked over. And he's like, Chris punched me. He told the teacher that I punched him. It wasn't like, while we're sitting down, by the way. It's not like we're standing up and we're like wrestling around or something like that. No, literally we're sitting down. I'm reaching for my pen. And, I feel like I grazed his face at the very most while he's keeping my pen. And yeah, so then the teacher, she's like, what? You punched him? And I'm like, no. And then everybody else was like, you know, it was pretty obvious that, like, you know, I don't think I did anything wrong. But anyways, the teacher just oh crap, this guy's got the stupid things as well. Alright, so I'm gonna pop another random engineer in here. Just 0-0. It's okay. We're gonna lose a couple lives, but it's not gonna be the end of the world or anything like that. I gotta pop this guy on strong, though. That's what I gotta do. Pop him on strong, let him start chugging through those pink balloons. Let the sentry guns actually take down the rest of the balloons. So he's saying well done to me. Honestly, I feel like we're doing a pretty decent job overall in defending. We lost about 40 lives so far, which is a little bit more than I'd like to lose, but honestly not horrible. What I'm going to do is make sure to counter rush with my own blue rush, hopefully force a battle energy, then follow up with another green rush as well. Even though he's got a third tier ninja, I can rush through those things. That's my goal. Oh, he's going to pop a mortar in though, so we're going to go for some pink balloons underneath this thing, because a mortar ninja combo is a little bit difficult to actually defend a lot of stuff. So you pop those pink balloons in, you can sneak those guys right on through. Even black ones, you can sneak those guys through better. With some balloon energy, of course. I'm going to force him to get a third tier ninja up in here, and hopefully cause even more problems than we're experiencing on our side. So, yeah, so the teacher took me outside into the hallway, and she's like, why did you punch him? And I said, I didn't punch him. He took my pen, and I was trying to get it back. But obviously, like, I'm intimidated. I'm scared at this point. Like, the teacher thinks that I thought that I punched somebody. So, she's like kind of interrogating me about like why I punched him and like how hard did I punch him and like things like that. And I'm just like, I didn't do anything. Anyways, I kind of look in the classroom and everybody's like, you know, kind of like mad at Evan for saying that I punched him, because they were like, it's quite obvious that he didn't punch you, you know? So I see everybody kind of like, you know, arguing in my favor and everything against this kid. So we're going to go for our sentry gun, 9-inch nails on both these guys. I might have to battle energy as well, but I'm just going to try and get a little bit more engineer action in here. Sentry guns. And let's see if I have to battle energy or not. Honestly, I think I do. I have to battle energy for sure. We're actually, we're going to struggle luck through this thing, man. Holy crap, dude. Woo! But we do end up taking him down. He says, well done on that one as well. And we get 3 banana farms up to 3rd tier. So eventually she's like, okay, I got to give you a detention. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I've never had a detention before in my life, by the way. So this was my first detention ever, and I was really, you know, obviously upset about this. The teacher really didn't care at all. She was just like, whatever. She's like, go back and sit down, and you know, we'll deal with this later. So I'm like, okay. So of course, I'm not really crying at this point, but I'm like, my eyes are watering a little bit. You know, I'm just, I guess you could consider it crying or whatnot. But I'm really, really upset about this, that I got a detention for literally like no reason. So we're gonna get our mortar up real quick. We're gonna go bam, bam, bam. Got all that stuff going. We're gonna get a couple more engineers up to sort of low tier right here. See what he does against us, though. I'm really hoping that he doesn't rush us. I'm going to have to do something pretty crazy, pretty drastic right here, guys. But I think the best thing for us to do is, honestly, the best offense is sometimes, our best defense is sometimes a good offense. I think we got to go for a quick rush. We're going to go for a quick zebra rush against this guy. See what he does against it. You know, this is going to be a little difficult for him to defend. Lots of zebras, man. He's going to sell it. Sell 1 3rd-tier ninja. He's got a oh, he's going to buy a 4th-tier ninja. But he does end up losing a lot, or she is going to end up losing a lot of lives right there. Deliciousness. He oops the crap out of that one. Yeah, he really wanted the 4th-tier ninja, but he didn't have enough money for it, so tried to do something sort of goofy right there. It just didn't work out for them. I will go for another 3rd-tier banana farm. Try and stay ahead of the game here. And I'm probably going to get 1 more 3rd-tier banana farm here, and then I'm going to start spamming all of my engineers and everything. But I gotta be a little careful. Obviously, this is a rough time right here, guys. Regen leads and stuff, they can be dangerous. For sure. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last time, where I'd keep a helpful mortar just over in the corner, just help me out just in case things get really, really crazy. We're going to start spamming engineers up to 1-0 all over the place, baby. Good popping power. Decent group popping power. Good cleanup popping power. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that. Now, the problem right now is I can't do anything. Ninja mortar, pop ups like that, man. Snippety snap. Got no problems there. So the best thing I can do... Oh, man, are you kidding me? Can't pop camo freaking balloons? What the heck? I feel like we should have been able to easily pop those things. What's going on up in here? What's going on over here? Alright, so we're going to go for our 4th tier pretty soon. He's going to go for his 4th tier pretty soon as well, probably. I think what we need to do is save up about $8,000. Then you can sell those guys for 4-2, kind of all at once. Again, gotta be a little careful because we're not even at the point where we can actually get, so we go sell this thing, bam, bam, and He's going to do the exact same thing, pretty much at the exact same time. Bam, 4-2. Is he getting 600 or 900 out of these guys? 600 bucks, okay. So I guess we have the advantage slightly. Now the problem is now I can't really rebuild any more banana farms. These sentry guns are getting in the way. It's kind of upsetting. Any rushes that I can do against this guy? Honestly, a BFB might work, but again, it's sort of an aggressive rush to go for. He's probably going to defend it, but I think I have to try. So here's our BFB. He's going to buy a banana farm, which is good. We're going to go for a regen lead underneath this BFB, but we have to wait a few seconds. You can't do regen leads underneath the mob like you do underneath the mob. You need to wait a few seconds and then go for some regen leads because you need to wait for them to catch up a little bit. So we're going to go for some of these regen leads against this guy. Kind of get them, all over each other. He's going to go for a sabotage supply lines, so we're at least making him, spend a lot of money on these guys. He's going to get some 4th tier ninja action over there. The mortar is defeating a lot of the balloons, but he's going to struggle a little bit. Going to have to force a battle energy here. I'm going to end up getting my 3rd tier banana farm up. I'm going to pop a couple more engineers in here to help defend on my side if he goes for a counter rush. It looks like he's easily going to defend those things. Oh, snap! We made him sell the 4th tier banana farm! That's always a good sign, my friends. It's always a good sign. So got a billion engineers all over the place. He oops the crap out of that. Yeah, he's oopsing all over the place. He's like, what am I going to do, dude? I have to spend all my money on a rush now. So he's going to almost guaranteed going to rush me hardcore. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sell my banana farm knowing that that's going to happen. I'm going to pop a bunch of engineers in here. All up to 1-0. Let's go 1-1. And there we go. We see the rush coming out against us. So we're going to have to get a big one as well. Oh, he's going for freaking, oh my god. Oh, with some balloons underneath, baby. Oh my god. Holy crap. So we got to go bam, 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 bam. Let's go 2-1s, man. All over the place. Let's go 2-1s all over the place. I'm going to have to battle energy right away. I'm going to go for a big one as well. And this is where the balloon popping power really comes in. He's saying well done right now, but it's still not game over yet. I got a crap ton of engineers. Look at all this balloon pop power with that big one right there. Will we still have enough, though, to pop this, oh my god as well? I don't know. I got super monkeys, too. I guess I could pop a random super monkey in here, but I really can't fit them. Oh my god. This is going to be close, guys. Will I get the battle energy back in time? I can't move the mortar. Where is it? Ugh! No! I think we're going to lose! The big one is not going to be enough! And with all those engineers, we still ended up losing to his oh my god. Alright, if that doesn't prove that engineers cannot be used late game, can't really be used mid game all that well, I don't even know what to say. So to finish my story really quick, by the way, press like if you want to, subscribe if you haven't. I'll finish up my story really quick and we'll call it a day. So I ended up getting a detention. This kid did not get in trouble at all, and then when I got back to the seat, they didn't, suspend me or anything. I didn't have to go to the principal or anything. But when I got back to the seat, everybody was like, "Why'd you say that he punched him?" He's just like, "He did punch me," and everybody was kind of like, mad at him for for saying that and doing that. And he's like, "You took his pen too," and it's just like everybody was actually on my side, which I was at least happy about. That made me feel like I was supported in some way. Instead of everybody be like, "Chris, you're such a jerk. Why did you punch him?" Like, ugh. So it wasn't really that bad in the long run, but that was the first time that I quote-unquote punched somebody or got in trouble for punching somebody when I clearly, in my opinion, did not. If you guys enjoy the video, again, blah, 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 and have a super-duper delicious day.